A true Christian is not known by holding a baptism card. A true Christian is not known by carrying a badge, because Christians do not carry badges that say, "I am a Christian." A true Christian is not known by carrying some kind of poster on their forehead which tell the people that they meet that they belong to a Christian community. A true Christian is known by the way they treat other people. You do not have to even say which parish you belong to, when you were baptized, which lay group you belong to, for people to know that you are a Christian. They will know that you are a Christian by the way you treat them. We are all called Christians here, and we were called so when we got baptized. At that point, when you got baptized, whether you were baptized as a baby or as an adult, a decision was made in your life to say, from now on, my life is going to be configured through Christ. Christ is going to be my master, and everything that I'll be doing in my life is going to be inspired and motivated by Christ himself. That decision was made in our life at that point. And so when we talk about treating other people, a true Christian is going to treat other people according to the way Jesus would treat them. When you meet someone, it doesn't matter whether you know them or you do not know them, and they need your help, they need your intervention in their life. The question that you ask yourself is, if it were Jesus himself in my position at this time now, what would he do? That is going to guide you, that is going to guide me on how I'm going to handle this person or approach this person or treat them. Because to be called a true Christian is to treat other people the way Jesus would treat them. How did Jesus treat people when they came to him while he still lived here on earth? Jesus treated everybody equally. Even those that were thrown outside the peripheries of the community. Jesus, even though he was a Jew and he understood why they were thrown outside, he went to meet them. He went to welcome them, to accommodate them. Even when everybody else had run away from them, had deserted them because they had one infirmity or another, Jesus went and accommodated them and ate with them. And of course, he received condemnation for that. But for him, that didn't matter. Because every human person was important and still is important. And if we too are going to treat other people the same way, then indeed we are going to be called true disciples of Jesus. In today's gospel, Jesus is saying, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all men will know that you are my disciples. By this all men will know that you are my disciples." This is the punchline. By this, everybody is going to know that you belong to me, that you are my disciples, that you are true Christians, that you are true followers of mine. By this, by what? By the way you love one another. And love is not supposed to be complicated. Sometimes we want to complicate things for ourselves as human beings. But love is a very simple virtue. It is a very simple value that we can use to harmonize our relationships, that we can use to harmonize even our relationships with God himself. Love can be expressed even in very simple gestures of kindness. Very simple gestures. As simple as giving a cup of water to somebody that needs one. That already is an act of love. You don't have to do something extraordinary, something out of this world for you to show that you love another person. Jesus demonstrated love in very, very simple gestures. Maybe things that you might rarely even think about. Jesus wants us to do that, to express, to demonstrate the virtue of love in those simple ways, those simple, ordinary ways. It is by that we are going to be called true disciples of Jesus. Because a true Christian, a true disciple, does not carry a placard or a poster that says, I am a true Christian. It is through the way you and I are going to treat other people, especially those people that we might consider as strangers to us, the people that we might find very difficult to trust, the people that we almost know nothing about. How do we treat them? The way we treat them determines how we stand before God as well. Sometimes we want to treat people nice in a good way because maybe we grew up with them. Maybe because we belong to the same parish, same Smokeson community. Maybe we belong to the same tribe. Maybe we come from the same country with them. Maybe because we share with them a certain relationship. We look at the faces before we begin to act. But Jesus wants us to do something different today. He wants us to treat one another, not because there are those attachments that we know about the people that we want to show love to, but because they are just as human as you. They might be a stranger, but they are just as human as you are, created in the image of God, just as yourself, just as myself. And that should be the basis on which we should express the virtue of love to one another. It is by this that people are going to know that we belong to Jesus. If we think about it, there's a lot of hate out there in the world. A lot of negativity, a lot of negative energy, if you like. There's a lot of it out there. And Jesus today is sending us to go out there and be different as Christians. To go and show the world that yes, we might be different, we might be of different races, different countries, different tribes, and so on and so forth. But we can still show one another love. And it is that love that we show to one another that is going to change our world out there. It is that love that we show to one another that can change even the way we treat each other within our own families. It is that love, the love that comes from God Himself, the principal love, that is going to change our world. Because love in itself is a powerful tool. It is a powerful tool of transformation that you and I can utilize to harmonize our relationships. How do you treat the people that you don't know, the people that you consider as strangers? How do I treat the people that treat me bad? If it were Jesus to take my position today and now in this particular situation, in this particular context, what would He do? Remember today He says, love one another just as I have loved you. And it is by this that the world out there is going to know that you are indeed Christians. Christians do not wear badges. Christians are known by the way they treat other people. Amen.